The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to talk about how to calculate Illinois workers' compensation claims. Because this is one of our more technical topics, we're not going to get too tied up in the numbers. We're going to talk mostly about the different types of claims and how you go about calculating them. The specific numbers are contained in our article associated with this video at learn-about-law.com. So there's some caveats to what we're saying here. Sometimes we'll give a number in this video, but there's a limitation on that number we're not going to talk about that's contained in the article. So if you need the exact specifics, go reference the article. This video, for watchability purposes, is going to talk more in generalities. So let's first talk about injuries resulting in death. Injuries resulting in death, the payout for these is determined mostly based on who survives. If there's a widow or widower or children involved, the payments will last for the life of the widow or widower or until the children reach adulthood, whichever happens later, with the caveat that the payments to widows or widowers are subject to termination upon marriage. Non-fatal injuries are based on statewide schedules of payments based on the nature of the injury, plus treatment, instruction, and training necessary for rehab. So the employer not only has to pay out for the injury, but also for whatever it takes to rehab the injury. We'll start with permanent partial disability, and this is where you're permanently disabled but not fully disabled. The first category of permanent partial disability is injury to one or multiple body parts. The state has schedules that state a number of weeks that payments are going to last based on the type of body part that is injured. So a thumb might be, and these aren't the exact numbers, but a thumb might be for 72 weeks, an arm might be for 200 weeks. So you multiply 60% of the average weekly wages for the employee by the number of weeks that the schedule assigns to that particular body part that is injured. Now, this is different from loss of a percentage of the person. This is where maybe the whole lower half of your body is now not usable. And then you take the percentage of the loss and multiply that by 500 to determine the number of weeks of the payout, and that's still based on 60% of the average weekly wages. And the next category of partial permanent disability is wage differential cases. This is where the person is able to continue working, but they have to take new employment at a lower wage than they previously had because of the disability. So now the payments are going to be 2/3 of the difference in wages, not to exceed the state average weekly wage. Temporary total disability. We're moving on from permanent partial disability now to temporary total disability. And this is where you are totally disabled, not able to work at all for a temporary period. The period has to exceed 3 work days. And that means you have to, at least for 3 work days, or for more than 3 work days, not be able to perform any work functions. The payment for temporary total disability is 2/3 of the average weekly wages plus 10% for each spouse or child that the worker has. Finally, we'll talk about permanent total disability. This means you can't work at all permanently based on the injury. This is a lifetime weekly benefit of 2/3 of the average weekly wages. So these are a lot of numbers. We've got these all broken down in bullet points at the article associated with this video at learn-about-law.com, and a lot more details. So if you're interested in this topic, check that out. We also have a lot of other articles and videos on workers' compensation and how it works. Thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in our comments section, and we'll do our best to respond.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.